we have a Clio again!
Blue Clio, Red Clio, Sporty Clio RS. They multiply like rabbits.
So why do I have a Clio again? It's not because of this lovely red color, which I do like, by the way. And it's not because last time I said that the I Feel Slovenia badge was flaking off and that the quality was a bit weird. And the French said, no, 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 we'll send another car and it'll have a perfect badge, which it does have this time. No, it's because this car has the exact same amount of horsepower as the Porsche 356 Pre-A 75.
But before I start babbling about this city pup, I have to mention the price. The highest possible equipment level, I Feel Slovenia, and the 75 horsepower engine costs 16,000 euros. And Renault currently offers a 2,000 euros discount.
So this test is going to concentrate on the engine. And what happens if you decide to buy a Clio with the least powerful 3-cylinder, tiny little engine that's hiding under the bonnet here. It doesn't even have 1 liter of capacity.
But is this engine a bore or a good choice?
Okay, first things first. This car with this engine is not a racer. This is not a Clio RS. You won't be setting any lap records. You won't be racing off the red light or, well, the green light. But considering it only has 5 gears, 3 cylinders, not even 1 liter of capacity like I said before, and 75 horsepower, and considering this is more of a city car, with occasional, trips between cities maybe, it's fine. It's completely fine. You never really want for power in a city. So, as far as that goes, that's fine. However, this changes a little bit when you get to a highway. Well, now you find me on the highway. And I'm going 133 kilometers per hour at the moment, 3,500 revs almost. And, it's fine. You can do this long distance as well. It's not a problem. But whenever there's someone behind you and you put your foot down 135, 6, 7, 8, 9, 140, and so on and so forth into illegal mode, you do wish for a little bit more power. Of course, I could change the gear, but economy won't suffer. So the consumption at the moment is about 5.8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not that great, but it's also not bad considering that we did record this car, so it was standing while idling a lot. I was driving it a little harder sometimes. And considering if you're driving mostly inside a city, this might be a better choice than a diesel because, well, it's cheaper to begin with, but also diesels really hate short trips. I also have to mention the infotainment system, which has been updated. Well, the UI has been updated a little bit, and I like it. I always really liked the Clio and the smaller Renault cars' infotainment systems, more so than the bigger ones, than the ones in Talisman, for example, because it's just nicer looking. The system, oh shut up. The system is a little bit sluggish though sometimes, but when everything loads and it gets going, it's not bad. I'd also like to comment on these seats. Now the front seats, despite the fact that this is primarily a city driver, are fantastically comfortable. I'm really surprised by how comfortable they are. I would be happy to drive 12 hours on these seats. Maybe with a more powerful engine, but these seats are great. The only thing that you should be careful about is the textile cover. While it looks nice, it feels nice, however, it does, well, seem to attract practically all hair and dust from the entire universe and then beyond. So if you have pets at home that might be shedding, think about this. As far as seats in the back go, they're not bad. I have data from people that I've been driving in the back, and they said that they're quite comfy, although not as comfortable as in the front. So while you'll be fine driving people in the back, don't do it for 12 hours. They'll probably start kicking your head in. As a final thought, perhaps, it's weird. The more I drive this tiny little economical car, the more I'm liking it. I've got everything that I need. I've got a reversing camera, I've got infotainment, navigation, I've got Bluetooth, music, I've got this tiny little 3-cylinder engine, peppy engine in the front, and it's just, I like it. I've got a smile on my face when I drive it. It's nice. Shut up. Okay, I lied. Perhaps that was not my final thought. This infotainment screen is constantly beeping at me with its, well, the speed limit. The speed limit comes up over here, and it constantly beeps, despite the fact that I'm not going past the speed limit. And I even have the sound off, and it's still beeping.
Okay, forget the beeping. This is a well-equipped, cute, and pleasant car for a reasonable price. I give it my seal of approval.